On Amazon, visibility is everything, and visibility begins with keyword research. The keywords you choose decide whether your product ranks where customers can see it or disappears beneath the thousands of competing listings. If you get keyword research wrong, even the best products will fail to gain visibility. And if you get it right, you can give your listing a real chance to rank, convert, and scale. In this video, I'll take you step by step through the entire keyword research process for Amazon. We'll begin with how to find the most relevant keywords, then learn how to filter them, how to prioritize them, and finally how to prepare them for listing optimization. So the first step of listing optimization on Amazon is finding the best converting and highly relevant and highly searched keywords for your product, and then incorporate those keywords in your listing content to make your SEO strong for your listing. I'll also show you tools, examples, and common mistakes to avoid so you can save time and focus only on what works. The first step is to understand the purpose of keyword research. Keywords are the search terms that customers type into Amazon when they are looking for a product. And if your product matches those searches, you want to show up in the results. Amazon indexes your listing based on the keywords you use in your title, bullets, description, backend search terms, and A plus content. That's why keyword research is not just about finding random words, it's about building a structured, relevant keyword set that balances traffic, relevance, and competition. Now, let's start the process. We'll start with identifying the main keyword for our product. For the main keyword, there should be a few specifications like it should be highly relevant to our product. It should have high search volumes, and 70 to 80% of the search results against that keyword on Amazon should be relevant. We will identify the main keyword through the reverse async method, and for that we have to put the most commonly used word for our product into the Amazon search bar and do the reverse async analysis for the top competitors. Let's say in this case we are going to identify the main keyword for a product that is a gym backpack. So this is the commonly used word for this product, and I'm going to put this word into Amazon search bar, and I'm going to just fetch a few top competitors, a few top listings for this specific keyword, and we'll do the reverse async for those competitors to identify the top keywords and the main keywords. Alright, so I am on Amazon.com and I have searched gym backpack on Amazon.com, and this is the most commonly used word for my product. So I'm just going to take an example of this top competitor, and I have copied its ASIN, and I will do now the reverse ASIN lookup for this specific ASIN. I have entered this into Cerebro. I will click on the get keywords, run new search, and then we have thousands of keywords. Like in my case, we have a 3400 keyword for this specific ASIN, and we have to identify the main keyword for this particular product. Now I am going to apply a filter in the organic rank section, and I'm going to apply a filter of 1 to 10 organic ranks, and the reason is I want to identify the keywords where this specific listing is ranking in the top 10 positions. And the reason for that, because this listing is generating the most of its sales from the keywords that have been ranked in the top 10 positions. So I'm going to apply a filter of 1 to 10 and hit apply. And once I hit apply, as you can see, now the filtered keywords are only 187 keywords. I'm going to sort this by the search volume, high to low, and I have got the highly searched keyword on the top, and that is the gym backpack, and that is the like common keyword that we also searched on Amazon. Sometimes there are different words for your product that you don't know, but on Amazon and people are kind of using those terms to search for your products. So now we have the highly searched keyword, and that is also relevant to our product. We have a backpack that is used for some kinds of sports activities and used for the gym. So the gym backpack is the main keyword for our product. You can also identify this through searching this keyword on Amazon, and you can just manually check on Amazon in the search result page that how many of the search results are relevant to your product. So in case you have 70 to 80% of the relevant search results on Amazon.com or any other marketplace, so that means that specific keyword is relevant to your product. Next comes the search volume part, and you have to filter out all the keywords. You have to sort all the keywords through search volume, high to low, and the keyword with high intent, high relevancy, and high search volume is your main keyword. So right now we have identified the main keyword. Now I'm just going to search my main keyword on Amazon, and I will shortlist my top 10 competitors for this keyword, that I want to do reverse ASIN of all of those 10 competitors. And I want to just fetch the keywords where all those 10 competitors are ranking in the top 25 or 30 positions, so I can get a bunch of keywords that are super relevant to my product and that are proven to be working for my competitors. So I can use those keywords in my listing content, in my PPC campaigns, and to strengthen my SEO for my listing. So this is how we are going to implement the reverse ASIN lookup strategy for the keyword research. And for that, I have to run the Helium 10 X-ray extension. So it will just pull up all the results on this page. So I'm just going to filter out the sponsored results, and I'm just going to play around with the organic results. So, right. So what we can do from here is we can also sort it through the parent level revenue as well. So we'll get the highest revenue generating listings on the top. So what does that mean? As this listing is the top revenue generating listing, so it's most likely that this specific listing would have the most number of keywords indexed and ranked. So I just want to consider the top listings, the top players in the market, but the one condition is those asins should be relevant as well to my product. If they are not relevant, so I'm going to get the irrelevant search terms and keywords for my listing. And if I use irrelevant keywords into my listing, so that means I'm going to bring in the irrelevant traffic to my listings, and that would cause my conversion rates to be dropped, and that would hurt my sales ultimately. So I don't want to just take any irrelevant competitor, irrelevant asin into my reverse asin lookup, just to avoid the irrelevant keywords in my analysis. So right now I have to select my top 10 products from this list based on the relevancy and based on the high sales velocity and high sales ratio, so I can fetch the keywords for those competitors. All right, so I have put 10 top 10 asins for the competitors that are super relevant to my product and that have also good sales. So I have entered the asin of those competitors into Cerebro, and I have run my analysis for this. And in case you are doing your listing optimization for a brand new listing from scratch, so you can take all the 10 asins from Amazon, and you can take all the 10 asins of your top competitors. And if you have your listing active on Amazon and you have some sales velocity, some indexing for your listing, you can also put your asin in the first position in this list. So Cerebro would pull out all the data for all of the other asins alongside with your asin, and you can just compare the data of the ranking against the keyword. So this will give you insights about that how your listing is doing for those keywords where your competitors are ranking better against the same keywords. So right now we have 26,700 keywords for all the top 10 competitors. So I'm just going to apply a few filters. I'm just going to match type to organic, and I just want to have the keywords with search volume of at least 200, and this depends on your product category. Some niches on Amazon do have the keywords with high search volumes, and there are numerous keywords for a specific product. There are like 100 to 150 keywords for any of the product, and there are some niches in the on Amazon that only have a few keywords, like 30 to 35 keywords. And for that, we just be our criteria a bit flexible in terms of the search volume, so we can have the maximum number of the keywords for our product, so we can have the better SEO and indexing. So right now I have applied two filters here, and I'm going to apply a filter, and after that I have the total number of keywords, that is 15,000. So I'm just going to simply export this data as a CSV, and once you have exported this data, you have to import that into a Google Sheet. All right, so I have all of the keywords that I have got from Cerebro into a Google Sheet, and I have just applied a simple formatting in this sheet. I have all the 10 asins, and if you notice, there are only 9 asins, and the first one is the position rank. So, well, Cerebro does this, and it like it says the position rank for the first asin you put in the list. So in case if you have your own listing asin in this position, so Cerebro is going to compare your ranks for the keywords with your competitors rank, so you can have an idea that where you need to optimize, where you need to perform better in terms of SEO and ranking. So while we have this data, we have the search volume, sponsored asins, competing products, Cerebro product rank, and title density for all of the keywords. Now I am going to apply a simple relevance formula in this sheet to filter out the keywords that are not relevant. So there are like thousands of keywords, 15,000 keywords, and if I manually filter these out, that's going to take like a lot of time and effort. So I just simply go and apply a filter, and that is count if. So I'm just going to bit a zoom it a bit so you can have a look clearly. So count if, and I have to simply select all of the asins with comma and less than 30 ranks. So tell me the number of the asins that are ranked under 30 position for this specific keyword. So once I apply this filter, so I have a number of three. So what does that mean? So three of these asins are ranked under 30 position for this specific keyword. So this is how I am going to determine the relevancy for all of these keywords. I'm just going to simply drag and drop this to this whole list, and now I have the relevance number for each of the search terms in this sheet, and I'm going to simply filter out the keywords with 0, 1, and 2 relevance, because those are the keywords that are not highly relevant to my product, because I have chosen the top 10 asins, and at least 5 or 6 of those top 10 asins should be ranked under 30 for the keyword. And so I'm just only going to enter any keyword into my listing content in case if that keyword is super relevant and have good search volumes, and 5 to 6 of the top 10 competitors are ranking under 30 position for that specific keyword. So that is the criteria for any keyword to be considered relevant. So now I'm simply going to apply a filter in this column of the relevance. I'm going to unselect 0, 1, and 2. So right now, after applying this filter, how many keywords do we have? Still we have thousands of keywords. So that means there are plenty of keywords in this niche, and I'm just going to apply a filter for the search volume as well. And I'm going to apply a filter search volume greater than 500 and sort it through the search volume. Right, so there are plenty of irrelevant keywords out there still showing in the list. So right now I have 4,500 keywords. This list needs to be more filtered, and I have to filter out the irrelevant terms. So I'm just going to filter out the three relevance as well, because I have plenty of keywords in this niche. So I just want to focus on only on the highly relevant keywords. So once I click on this, now I have, all right. So I'm again going to apply a filter of 1,000 and this list. Okay, so once you have this list, okay, so I think there's some sort of glitch, because for the Adidas system, all of these ASINs should not be ranking under 30, right? All right, so I have figured it out. There was a problem in the formula. You can also look at this. The exact formula is count if all of the ASINs, you have to select the ranks for all 10 ASINs, and you have to apply the filter of under 25 or 30 rank based on your category depth, and you have to filter out. So now I have, after applying the filters in the search volume tabs, after applying the filters in the relevance tab, now I have a total keywords number, that is 283 keywords. Now I have to manually filter out the keywords that are not relevant to my product. So in this case, the travel backpack, Adidas backpack, Mesh backpack, bag smart. So there are a lot of branded search terms in this list, and I have to filter those out to stay relevant and compliant with Amazon policies. So I have to filter out all the branded search terms. I can also do this in bulk by applying some custom formulas and filters in this column B. So for this keyword Amazon USA, I have to filter out such types of keyword as well. And the criteria for any keyword to be relevant is to have 70 to 80% of the relevant search results in the Amazon search. It should be relevant, it should have high search volumes, and it should represent your product the best. So after filtering it out, you have to prepare a master keyword list after filtering out the irrelevant keywords, the branded search terms, and any other generic keywords that are not super relevant to your product. So you should have at least, in ideal case scenario, you should have at least 100 to 150 keywords for your product. And if your category does not have that much keywords for your product, the ideal number is around 30 to 50 keywords at least for your product. So you can use those keywords into the title, bullet points, descriptions, backend search terms, and a plus content to make your SEO more strong. And one other method that is a super useful method to identify the super relevant keywords that are like highly relevant as well to your product and have good search volumes. You have to look into Amazon suggested keywords, and Helium 10 expands the search suggestions. If you type any of the keyword in Amazon search bar, it expands the search suggestions, and you can simply export this data, and you can remove the duplicates from your master keyword list, and you can identify any of the missing keywords that are not in your listing. So these are the keywords that customers are mostly searching for on Amazon, and this is the data right from Amazon. And once you have filtered out this list, the final version would be called the master keyword list for your product. And you have to make sure that there should be no irrelevant keywords in that list. Otherwise, you are going to get irrelevant traffic for your products. And here's a very useful tool, FBXL, a keyword dominator tool that we use internally at Upscale Valley for the keyword research purpose. And as you can see, we have all of the keyword list in there. And in case if you put your ASIN in the first ASIN place in Cerebro reverse ASIN, so this is going to identify that how many keywords you have already used in your content, and what's your organic ranks for those keywords, and what are the keywords that you are missing out on, and where you need to improve your SEO, what are the keywords that you need to put in your title, your bullet points, and your backend search terms, what's your captured search volume percentage as compared to the top competitors in this category. So this is the interface we are going to get. So in this case, we have our listing in the top, and as you can see, the total index search volume is around 200,000, and for the other ASINs and products, we have up to 447,000 search volume indexed for those listings. And you can also see that the top 10 search volume percentages and top 30 search volume percentages for this specific listing is very low, like it's almost 0%. Like there's no search volume being captured in top 10 and top 30 positions, because these two are the positions where you get your most of the sales. So in this case, we have examples like this one. This specific seller has 87% of its search volume being captured in top 10 positions, and 94% of its search volume being captured in top 30 positions. So what does that mean? So that means most of its search volume being indexed for this listing is ranking very high in Amazon search results, and that's why this specific listing has uh, the bestseller badge in the category, and it is the bestseller in the category and have the most number of keywords indexed for this. You can identify the keywords, you can filter out the irrelevant terms if you find in this list, because this is a very refined tool, and this list is also very refined, and it's only gives data that your competitors are ranking for. And this is like a kind of pretty automated sheet that you get through this tool. You can also find out the link above, and you can click on that link to find a detailed keyword research masterclass through FB Excel, and how you can pull out this report for your listings as well. And once you have this list, create a keyword master list, put search volume, relevance, and competition data side by side. This will help you decide which terms must go into title and which ones fit into bullet points and which can go into backend search terms and which are no need to use for your listing. Now let's talk about prioritizing the keywords. You cannot put every keyword into your title. Amazon allows 200 characters in most categories, so space is limited. Your highest volume, most relevant keywords go into the title, medium volume and supporting terms go into the bullets and description. Niche or long tail terms go into the backend search terms, and you can also use synonyms, Spanish keywords, a few misspellings for your common keywords into the backend search terms. So, this prioritization ensures you capture visibility for both broad and specific searches. And one important point here is not to chase only high search volumes. Sometimes a keyword with 2000 searches but very high competition will be harder to rank for than a keyword with 500 searches but low competition. If that 500 searches keyword is highly relevant, it may convert better for you. Always balance traffic potential with relevance and competitiveness. Now, let's take a quick example. Suppose you sell yoga mat and your yoga mat keyword list shows your yoga mat with 500,000 searches, eco-friendly yoga mat with only 10,000 searches, and yoga mat with strap with only 2000 searches. The broad keyword yoga mat is too competitive, but you still need it in your title for indexing. The phrase eco friendly yoga mat has strong intent and should also go into the title. Yoga mat with strap could be placed in the bullets or descriptions. The broad keyword yoga mat is too competitive, but you still need it in your title for indexing. The phrase eco friendly yoga mat has also strong intent and should also go into the title. Yoga mat with strap could be placed in bullets or anywhere in the backend search terms. This way, you cover broad visibility and also rank for targeted searches. A quick word on backend search terms. Many sellers ignore them, but they are very powerful and important. Amazon allows up to 2500 characters in 5 different fields as per new update of backend search terms. This is where you can put extra variations, misspellings, Spanish keywords, or some kind of synonyms that don't fit naturally in your customer facing content. For example, workout mat with double T in mat. So you cannot use such words into the front end of your listing. So you can put these terms, or you can put the Spanish translation of these terms into the backend search terms of your listing. Now let's address a common mistake. Many sellers stuff every keyword they find into their title and bullet points. So this makes the listing unreadable, and Amazon's algorithm doesn't reward the keyword stuffing. It rewards relevance and conversion. So your listing needs to be optimized for both indexing and for humans. That means selecting the right keywords and placing them strategically, not forcing them everywhere. Another mistake is relying only on one tool. Different tools have different data sources. Helium 10 is great for competitor reverse ASIN analysis, and Jungle Scout can be good for additional insights. Amazon's own search query performance report is a very crucial tool that if you have your listing live for some time on Amazon, so Amazon gives you a detailed search query performance report for your ASIN level data as well. You can find out the search query performance report right into your Seller Central, and this is the data directly from Amazon, so you can rely highly on this data. If you want to know that how you can use search query performance report to do the keyword research for your listing, and you can strengthen your SEO, use the keywords into your PPC campaigns, you can watch the video above. This is a detailed guide on a search query performance report. Finally, keep in mind that keyword research is not a one time task. Search trends change, new competitors launch, buyer behavior shifts with seasons. Rerun your keyword research at least once a quarter or more often if you are in a fast moving category. Update your listing content to reflect new opportunities. So, to summarize all of this, start with competitor reverse ASIN searches to build a raw keyword list, filter by relevance and search volume, separate into primary and secondary groups, prioritize placement across title, bullets, backend, and description, and balance high volume terms with long tail opportunities. Avoid stuffing and keep your content natural. And revisit your keyword research regularly to stay ahead of the game. Now that you have built a strong keyword list, the next step is putting those keywords into your Amazon listing content in a way that helps you rank and convert. Keyword research is only half the job, the other half is strategic placement. If your keywords are not placed correctly, Amazon won't index you for them and customers won't find you. We'll go through every part of the listing: the title, bullet points, product descriptions, backend search terms, A plus content, and images. And along the way, I'll explain how to balance keyword use with customer readability so your listing ranks well and also convinces people to purchase. Let's start with the product title. The title is the most important part of your listing for indexing and ranking. Amazon allows up to 200 characters in most categories. Your goal is to include your highest priority keywords while still keeping the title clean and easy to read. Put your main keyword phrase near the beginning of the title. For example, if your main keyword is eco-friendly yoga mat, start your title with that, then add secondary keywords naturally along with features like size, material, or a key differentiator. And according to a recent update, you cannot repeat a word in your title more than 2 times. So avoid stuffing keywords in the title and rather use a variety of keywords combinations for better SEO and stay compliant. So here's example of fully optimized title for any Amazon listing. You can see the brand name right in the start of the title, and then the specification of this bag, and you can find the main keyword for this specific product, the travel backpack for women. And you can also find a few other details that matters a lot for the conversions in this category. So you can just optimize your title based on your category needs and what buyers are actually looking for in this category and in your product. And next, the bullet points. Bullet points are where you explain the benefits and features while also including secondary and supporting keywords. Use each bullet point to highlight one key benefit. For example, non-slip surface, eco-friendly material, easy to carry, and durable design, and multi-purpose use. Add keywords naturally into these lines without overstuffing. Customers should be able to scan quickly and understand the value. Now, let's move to product description. Many sellers ignore this section, but it still matters for SEO and conversions. Descriptions are for the sellers who don't have a brand registry, because brand registered sellers use A plus content in place of descriptions. And if you don't have a brand registered, it's recommended to get it done as soon as possible. Write the descriptions as a short, persuasive story about the product. Explain how it solves the problem or makes life easier. Use some of your secondary keywords here, but keep it natural. If you have A plus content, the description may not be visible on the desktop, but it is still indexed by Amazon. And backend search terms are another critical placement for the keywords. Amazon allows up to 2,500 characters of search terms that are not customer facing. This is where you put extra keyword variations, synonyms, misspellings, or Spanish keywords. Use this space to expand your indexing coverage. You can also use Helium 10's tool called Frankenstein to pull out some backend systems. Let me share my screen quickly to show you that how you can use Helium 10's Frankenstein tool to pull out some of the backend systems from your existing keyword research list. Alright, so copy all of the keywords that are not used in your listing content, your title, your bullet points, or your descriptions. Like those are not the keywords that you have decided to use into the front end of your listing. So let's suppose in this case, I am copying, let's say this 50 keywords, and I'm going to put this list into Frankenstein of Helium 10, and I have to click on the process. So this will give me a bunch of terms that are kind of relevant and kind of related to my product, but in kind of complementary match for my products. So these are the terms that I also want to be visible for. And you can also do the reverse async of your listing, and you can find the keywords, the irrelevant keywords kind of that you are already indexed for. And you can also find some keywords of your competitors through the reverse async that are not of the kind of the front end keywords. You can copy all of the data and put into Frankenstein, and that would like separate all the terms into single terms. And then you can just filter out the irrelevant terms out of that, and you can use those terms in your backend systems alongside the Spanish keywords, the misspellings, and synonyms. Like in this case, the travel is kind of not irrelevant for me, because my gym backpack can also be used as a travel backpack. So I'm not going to use the branded keyword in my backend search terms. Let's say I don't have the mesh in my bag. This is another branded keyword. I'm going to remove that. My bag is a drawstring bag. That is a kind of specification for my bag, so I'm gonna keep this in my backend search term. So this is how you can find highly relevant yet the keywords that cannot be added into the front end of the listing. Now let's talk about A plus content. This is where you add enhanced images, comparison charts, and expanded product details. A plus content does not directly count for keyword indexing, but it can help with ranking indirectly to improving conversions. Use A plus content to answer common objections, explain sizing or compatibility, and show lifestyle images that connect with the customers. Higher conversion rates signal to Amazon that your product deserves more visibility. Amazon requires a main image with a white background, and beyond that, you should use additional images to cover benefits, features, and lifestyle use. Add infographics to show dimensions, sizing charts, or what's included in the box. Add infographics to show dimensions, sizing charts, or what's included in the box. For the products with variants like clothing or electronics, use comparison charts so buyer pick the right version the first time. Clear images reduce returns and improve customers' trust. Now, let's connect everything together. The goal of listing optimization is twofold: indexing and conversion. Indexing means Amazon recognize your listing for the right keywords, and conversion means customers actually make a purchase once they click. To succeed, you must balance both. Too many keywords stuffed into title or bullets may help indexing, but it will scare buyers away. A clean, keyword rich but readable listing gets you the best of both. Another important step is to test and iterate. After publishing your optimized listing, monitor performance. Use tools like Helium 10 to check keyword indexing and ranking, and track which keywords are moving up and which are not. So, if a keyword is not indexing, make sure it appears in your content. If a keyword is indexing but not ranking, consider adding it to PPC campaigns to push it higher so it drives some sales and it helps in conversions. And the common mistakes to avoid include repeating the same keyword too many times, ignoring your backend search terms, leaving out key benefits in bullets, and using images that don't explain the product clearly. Also, avoid using competitor brand name in your keywords or listing anywhere. So Amazon does not allow this, and it can lead to suppression of your listing. And finally, keep your listing updated. And if you launch a new variation, update your bullets and A plus content to reflect it. And if reviews mention recurring issues, address them in your content. For example, if many buyers say matte is thinner than expected, add exact thickness in your bullet points and infographics. To summarize all of this, your title carries your primary keywords, your bullets highlight benefits and supporting keywords, and your description reinforces kind of details and improves indexing. Backend search terms expand your reach with extra terms, and A plus content and images improve conversions and reduce returns. And your job does not end at publishing. You must monitor, test, and adjust. So before we close, let's quickly touch a few more elements that complete a fully optimized listings. If your prices are too high in your niche, customers won't click on your listing. Too low and it signals poor quality. Always benchmark the price against your top competitors using kind of some manual analysis of your category. And reviews are your social proof and they directly impact conversions. Aim for at least 100 reviews as early as possible because high review counts build trust and drive sales. All right, so we have discussed about the keyword research, that how you can pull out the highly relevant and highly searched keywords for your product, and how you can incorporate those keywords into your title, bullet points, back and search terms to make your listings SEO optimized and stand out in Amazon search results and make your SEO strong. So if you have any kind of questions regarding Amazon listing optimization or keyword research, you can drop down into the comment section. I'll help you out.